chug something of water so it goes down. Another
That's a
bite.
good tactic. Mm-hmm. Yay. Yay.
Yay.
Yay. Yay. It's a yay.
Let's go.
Fucking yay!
That's truly
Wow.
That's quite a
Tragic.
busy-
Yes, now let's start.
Look at Cece representing the dew juice.
Oh my god.
Oh no, cease.
The dew juice. Oh, and corpse.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Stop that. Thank you. Okay. I think we're ready. What number conference? Shall we refer to
49.
this as? 49? Okay.
49.
Okay, seems good. Hello everyone, and welcome to our 49th weekly conference that we hold every Saturday. Today we're going to be going over divisional problems, divisional issues, and promotions, medal awards, AOA invites, and to finish it off, the retarded conference questions, which I hope is
No.
good this week. Probably not, but any divisional issues from anyone?
What?
Corpse.
I'm looking
Corpsey.
at
Oh, wait,
MDF.
You gave that to me. Alright, so, lately, this week, actually, it's been a reoccurring issue, just not as much this week. MDF and SDHD have failed to keep up with the immense raider population we now have with that, what are they called? The demographic revolt?
The demographic revolt, let's just go with that.
Yeah, sure, something like that, but they constantly raid us, and whenever MDF or STHD is called, only one of you or none of you will get on. This mainly happens during the Eastern time zone, so let's say like about now, and over the next 6 hours, MDF and STHD are pretty much unavailable. So you guys will have to definitely pick up the activity there, whether that means recruiting in that time zone or really getting on your members to get active. If we can't hold back raiders and have processing open, then there's no point playing the game. And if PKSF, SC, or any other division has to pick up your slack, then there's no reason of having your division around anymore. So make sure your divisional Overwatch get the message. I don't think MDF's Overwatch is here. Actually, I forget who's the Overwatch, but just make sure they get the message. And that's it for divisional issues. Otherwise, good activity from everyone else,
Yeah.
especially AA.
Yeah, Aid was doing a lot of it. They had their hands full yesterday because of how many interrogations there was. So they did
They're
good.
super active now, though.
Yeah. Especially considering the member count solo. They've picked good
Yeah.
members. What should we do first? Promotions, AOA, invites, and medals?
Let's do it in the order of the Trello.
Okay, so medals then. Okay. Let me make sure that that's something different. Alright. This is the medal for the obby completion. Hold on. Thank you, Chrome. This is not the time to stop working. Thank you, Chrome. Okay, this is this is the award of obstacle veterancy. It is me, Izemi here? Are you here?
Apparently not.
Nope. Well, are you here? No, you're not.
Oh well.
Okay.
That's
And then-
disappointing.
These two are for the where is it? Agami Certificate of Military Leadership. Can I have a drum roll? A juicy drum roll. Can Trending Rainbow and Internet Chunk come up? Trending and Internet.
Are they not here? Oh,
Wow.
no.
Why is...
Nope.
Oh,
Alright,
Okay,
people
well-
stood up for no reason. They're not here.
Thank you guys.
Also
Very cool.
disappointing.
Okay. Corpsey. Anyway, invites.
Alright. Only one person will be invited to AOA this week. For anyone who's field agent and up, AOA are accepting invite or applications, and applications for AOA can be found in the shout channel on the Aegis Discord. But that person that is being invited is Master Danny 262. Step forward.
Juicy invite.
What?
Congratulations, you were invited over, I think, three or four other people this week. So go sit back down.
Corpsey, do you have access to the notice channel?
I think I have access to most of. Yeah, I
You
do.
should probably just post like the AOA link in like which one is it? Is it the rules and guidelines actually? I think that's where most of the links are kept. Just post the link in there so that anyone that wants to AOA thing don't have to go all the way to shouts. It's just in there.
Yeah,
Be
I'll
easy.
do that now.
That's it for AOA? So promotions, do we have any promotions this week or?
Yes, we do. You're
Wait,
doing
why-
field agent promotions, Corpsey.
Why don't you just do field agents and the officer,
Okay.
and I'll do the warnings.
Okay,
That way it's like, use the quick
Yeah.
promotions, I'll do that.
Okay, we have 3 field agent promotions. Can I have a drum roll? I'm gonna call them all at once.
A moist jump drum.
Cooked _BR71, Mine Derpa, and Fried Trump. Are any of you here?
Oh, someone's moving in the back.
Huh?
If you're called up, step forward.
Yeah, if you're called up, you can step up to the front.
Oh,
Alright,
Mine
well, at least you're
Derpa.
here. Mine Derpa is.
oh,
That's not a person who's.
um,
What are they doing? What?
Uh,
I don't.
I'll promote
Okay.
them now.
that person also has
Can give them
incorrect
medals
skin
as
tone.
well.
Sorry,
I
that's
guess.
Alright, you may now go sit back down. Congratulations, you're being promoted to field agent. And now we have 1 officer promotion. Someone who's being promoted to officer. Can I get a juicy drum roll, please?
Juicy's pen clip.
Wait. Could Sean Tactical come to the front? Are you here, Sean? Oh no, he's on an active notice, I think.
He's getting promoted and he's on inactivity notice.
That's tragic.
Don't know how that works, but okay.
It was a strategic selection,
Ah.
as you
Yeah.
can tell.
Alright, and then there's one more promotion for the day. This is a current officer promotion. This person's being promoted from officer to warrant officer. Could I have a drum roll? Or my
Well, that-
juicy pen click.
That gave it away. There's only like one officer.
That's okay, it's whatever. Redacted Sin, would you like to come up? Congrats, you're being promoted to warrant officer. Please put away your dew juice. Corpsey, you need to seize with this dew juice.
Don't tell me how to live my life, punk.
Excuse me, you won't start.
Alright, sit back down.
Corp.
Yes. Alright. Next is...
Did Purple just eat? Oh, no, okay.
He's not even in the VC.
He's
No.
just walking around, okay.
I'm telling you what part we're on.
Alright, there's one warning being given out to an officer. Really, it's just all officers to be reminded, but one in particular, Hacky Demon. I don't even think you're here, but you have failed to meet the minimum requirements for officers this week, which what fell in the training section, not duty. You did okay in duty states. You just, I guess, didn't host any training, so you have until next conference to get that all up and oiled up, I guess.
Oiled up, okay.
Oiled up. Gotta keep the machine going. And that's really it. As for the other officers, you're doing a good job.
At least no one was demoted this conference.
Not this conference.
Yeah, not
this.
this conference.
Maybe next week.
Watch out.
Is
Be
it,
on your best.
is it time to open that
Yeah.
channel?
The cancer channel. Yeah.
The Shadow Realm.
The
Corpsey, you
disappointment
can do your check mark thing. I'm gonna continue to promote and
Alright, the bot's like dead right now, so I just said screw it.
Oh, here comes one retarded. The conference questions channel open is by the conference
It's not-
questions channel is open right now. I think.
it's not dead. You just can't type with all caps, Corpsey.
Oh, I did. God damn it.
Will we ever receive a blacklisted questions list? Well, the list would be very long, so probably not. And who would actually read it? Let's be fair, they would just look at like the first question and go, "I'm bored." So you probably won't get a blacklisted questions list, you know. Will AIA get a taser or something similar that will allow them to catch and cuff people when people are non-compliant? Probably not a taser. You have cuffs already, but like a taser would be a bit ridiculous for the amount it would be used. VIP announcer added when? Probably never, because PKSF vetoed against it as it was just annoying. It annoyed them, so it probably won't be added. For purposes of this weekend, how long can a duty state be at max? What do you mean? There's nothing really changing this weekend. Duty states can be as long as you want them to be. Up to 24 hours it goes up to like, I think it's 6 or is it 8? 6, 5 to 8 points or something along those lines for 24.
Six minimum.
6, right. But yeah, it can be as long as you want, but I guess 6 points is the maximum for your duty state, so if you go any over that, you probably won't get rewarded for it. You can do 2 duty states a day though, in relation to GMT time zone. What happened to squadrons? Do we plan on having some form of them again? If you don't know what I mean, look at the chairman's profile and look for the squadrons group. If you're referring to that, that was something that was for Field Agent Plus, where they could create their own squadrons, which would be like a group of people, and like it wouldn't be a division as sorts, it would just be a group of people that hang out together. So it would be like a squad of people, but at the moment there's not really any infrastructure or rules around it, so there's not really any reason to have it at the moment. In the future, maybe, if the wasteland gets expanded and we allow field agents to go out with like an officer's head of a squad or something like that, then maybe it'll make a return. But it's mainly for non-divisional personnel. But as of now, it's not really a required feature. New Game Pass question mark. There'll be one for Christmas, obviously, but in terms of just a random Game Pass, probably not. We'll have so many guns, it's like it's only special limited edition guns that really get added these days, because those are kind of cool, I suppose, but like normal guns, there's enough. At the last conference, you said something about ARD being able to pick up literally any wastelander for a test. Will this ever actually become an actual rule, or is it already? That's up to your commissioner. The commissioner can talk to Tommel plus or UC plus anytime they want to discuss a rule which would affect other divisions, but as for the Run division, they can make any rule they want or any change they want to the Run division. There's nothing stopping them unless it affects another division. But in terms of that, I've already told you, if you want to test on somebody, literally just go get them and test on them. You just need an SC member to take them to the prison and team them subject. That's like the only prerequisite. But other than that, you can take anyone that you really want. It doesn't matter. Will you make the roof only accessible by operative plus only? A lot of initiates are just getting up there freely, and during lockdown it's accessible by everyone. We've already told you why that is. It's so that people that can't be asked to read the rules or follow the rules, they get caught so easily. Like, the second an initiate goes up there, they get caught by an SC member and warned. And once they reach a certain amount of warns, we just ban them from the game. We don't want people who are unable or do not want to read our rules in the group. So making easy ways that don't, affect other people. Like, going to the roof, it's harmless, but it shows us that they can't be bothered to read the rules, so we just ban them for it. It's better than them, going on a mass killing spree for them to get banned. I'd much rather them just go to the roof to get one, but yeah. Will you patch up the hole at the rooftop? The one from where the raiders come from? What? You mean the one that's there on purpose? The sewer way that they come? That's there on purpose. It's not meant to get patched up. What the fuck? Will there be a fauna added in the bunker area where the trees are? A fauna? What's a fauna? Am I being dumb here?
It's like, pretty sure it's animals.
Yeah, animal life in a particular region of time. No,
Or
there
like
won't be
plants.
animals. Plants, maybe, but not animals. There won't be any animals, because that would just be unnecessary. Currently, the only NPC is zombies, which are spawned in a event, but animals, no. But plants, yeah. There'll probably be, I don't know, like, some tall plants. I don't know any plants, unfortunately. I'm not like some biologist, so. But if I ever add any, I'll obviously look up different types of plants and add different types of plants to the game. But yeah, in terms of that, it's not really anything. The grass is just a test. It'll be updated over time. Maybe you get a different suit for ranks like FA plus are now different than Operative plus to VO, and the Aegis Academy member get a different suit C. Excellent grammar. We've already answered this before. We might add something like that in the future, like different pauldrons and stuff to add on, but like not different uniforms. The standard combatics is a standard combatics for a reason. It's meant to apply to all ranks. The only thing that'll change is the morph that you add, but it's not really anything important right now to have cosmetic changes to armor. Could the Night Vision Game Pass work with ARD combatics? This was tested by another member of ARD who stated that it works without the combatics and not while wearing them. The Night Vision Game Pass should work with any morph. It's what do you call it? It doesn't affect the heart, I don't think. It's separate. I'm sure Jevon made it so it could be put over the top of armor. Will the suppressed weapons audio ever be reduced? I can hear SDHD suppressed sniper from across the map. I'm also able to hear people picking up scrap from anywhere in the map, making printer locations too easy to find. Clearly, they aren't that easy to find because every time I join, there's always printing going on, and MDF has done absolutely nothing to take care of the situation. So, I don't see any issue in the printer audio, but the sniper and the picking up, I guess you can hear that from all over, but that's just the border. You get to hear sounds, different sounds. Why is the end wall in the divisional quarters hall just black? Is there going to be an extension eventually? Yes, just I don't know what to make it really, because you have the interview room and then you have the conference room, but I don't really know. But yeah, the black walls indicate that I can extend that part or that section quite easily in the future. I think we should use the aircraft more for printer hunting in the future. the aircraft. Are you referring to the VTOL? No, we are not allowing FA Plus to literally fly VTOLs around. That would be insane, and would kill a lot of people, since the VTOL is invulnerable and has explosive rounds. So no, the aircraft will not be used to find printers. On the AOA apps, it says that an FA can't pass stage 1 and SFA can't pass stage 2, but what does it mean? Does it mean that SFA that get accepted in AOA cannot become warrant officer or veteran officer?
So, because AOA is such, sometimes it can be a long process, field agents and up have, rather than just EFAs, field agents and senior field agents are now allowed to participate in AOA, but because they're entering it at a lower rank, they're not able to just steamroll through AOA. They actually have to rank up until they're EFA. So field agents can complete stage 1, and then they're not allowed to move on to stage two until they're a senior field agent. Senior field agents can't finish stage 2, so otherwise move on to stage 3 until they're EFA, and then EFAs are free to complete all stages. And then officers are only selected by those who graduate AOA. We no longer pick people based on how good they are as like a co-host or something.
Yeah, so basically, if you're SFA, you can't just straight up get to officer, trialing officer. You will have to get the EFA still, but you can enter AOA. When you reach the rank of FA, you get to do a lot of things, but they could get a weapon to right. A weapon to right? Like, as in you get a weapon? Okay.
He missed a no.
I mean, I don't know what weapon you would get. FA Plus is gonna get different types of armors, like I said, but not really a different weapon. You get a standard rifle. There's no
can I close questions? Because I'm looking down and they're just getting more stupid.
Please,
okay.
Yes. A remote-controlled cannon that can be destroyed when taking too much damage. Yes, we've already had cannons on the board, and it did not end well. Operatives were manning them and just, saying bye-bye to anyone that approached the border, like in a puff of smoke, so probably not. There probably won't be another cannon added to the border.
Weak auto turrets would be kind of cool, but...
Auto turrets, maybe, but those would be extremely aimbot.
They're all, debuffed, obviously, but yeah.
Deployable during raids, maybe. Stage 1, 2, and 3, and 4 are the different stages. That's an answer. In the last conference, you stated that almost everything is client-side when asked about lag. That just can't be true because Friday at about midnight, BST, the server crashed because of a large raid of the Democratic Revolt. On top of that, the door should also be opening instantly without delay. If they are client-side, to reduce lag, I would also suggest removing the amount of particles in the game. Particles are just related to the client-side memory, so that's your computer hardware. I would suggest upgrading your computer if you lag with Roblox particles, because that is a sign of an outdated system. I didn't say everything is at client-side, I just said most things have been optimized to client-side. There's a difference. The doors are client-side, it's just that, there will never be a door script in which you have a client-side keycard, because you would not be able to verify appropriately whether or not that keycard is just being exploited in, because you can clone objects locally, and if it was a local based door system, you'd be able to use a level 3 clearance card if you've just stolen it, such as copy tools. There's an exploit in Infinite Yield where you can just copy the tools of another person, so if the door script was client side, you'd just be able to copy tools and then open doors. But no, the reason it lags before it opens, because you'll notice there's a delay for when it opens, but when it does open, it opens perfectly. That's because the rendering is client-side, it's just that it needs server verification to open the door. So that's where the lag for that comes from. The game still crashes during large raids because no gun script on Roblox is perfect. You'll notice that the board has 85 players. That's 85 players all using rifles. It's very hard to optimize a gun script for a player count of that size. And it can mainly only be done with semi-automatic rifles. Everything would have to be semi-automatic. It would be very easy to reduce lag that way, but we obviously still have fully automatic rifles, so it's very hard to do. But yeah, there's still stuff that is server-side, obviously, because you need it to be for verification to prevent exploiters. What rank can go into the city? No rank can go into the city because city not done. Noob. Can you make? Well, I mean the city would be done, but let's not go.
We all know what happened there.
Yeah. Can you make another way to get past the booths when on incursion or something? I can't get through because no one is inside. But that was discussed. We're doing ideas for what do you call it? Another processing lane, which would be automated. So you just use your key card. You'd scan the key card in the middle, so that when the key card gets scanned, it closes one door and opens the other. Similar to an airlock, so it would verify who's inside of the radius using radius 3, which is a function in the Lua. But yeah, for that, something like that will probably be coming in the future, so that you don't have to rely on people being in the booths of your Aegis. But if a Wastelander manages to get in with you, it'll literally just gas anybody in the area, so I would suggest not going in there whilst under a raid, because that would also try and breach security. Will ARD get a doctor's office in the city? What, in terms of like doing checkups and stuff? Maybe. Seems like a good idea. Don't see why not, since there would be infections in the city still. If SFA cannot pass stage 2, 3, why make it accessible by FA and SFA? That's so you can, you can enter AOA as an FA, do stage 1, get to SFA, do stage 2, incrementally, rather than getting to EFA and having to do all of the stages. It works, but
if you're a division, it was made so that, from going to field agent to EFA, it takes way longer than it would for like VO to EO, or whatever order that is. You joining AOA at field agent, which is all up to you, just gives you something more to look forward to and to keep you occupied.
Yeah. Will you be using the newly added decoration feature in Roblox Studio and adding it to the border? It's already added, it's just waiting on Roblox to enable it through clients, because at the moment it's only available in Studio. But we've experimented with the grass feature so far in the bunker area, so when Roblox adds it to the clients, you'll be able to see it in game. But yeah, it's already enabled, so it's just whenever Roblox decides to make it public is when it'll be officially in the game. But yeah, we'll be using that, especially if they add wind and the new fog. The new fog's interesting because it's much better than the current shit that they have. They're still using the 2D fog from 2009, which doesn't look that great, but they'll add in volumetric fog eventually, which will be fun to look at. Maybe better sandstorms and stuff. They've got wind effects. Hopefully they add like sand particles by default to sand, like where the sand blows over. That would look cool, but that's all up to Roblox to do, because if they do it, then it's built into the engine, so it's a lot more optimized than if any developer does it. Do you intend to create new types of diseases or zombies? Yes, the new diseases will be thinking. I've told you about the shadow virus. It's just getting the shadow monster thing to work, because it's quite a difficult task considering it's client side. So it needs to work properly, especially in the facility, because you don't want it to just spawn on the roof, because that would be extremely confusing and look very dumb. But in terms of new zombies, I'm pretty sure Jevon made the zombies change colour. That's about it for zombies. There's two types as well. There's the boss and the normal. But there probably won't be other types of zombies in relation to that. Just the new disease types. Paralysis sniper for SDHD. This could be used to help ARD catch escaped subjects, and it would be illegal to use for combat. Paralysis sniper. What's some sort of like stun gun?
Imagine seeing some dude get shot running up a hill and then he just slides down.
You know what? Maybe. Why not? In the future, maybe. But it would have to be heavily regulated because you don't want
That'd
fucking...
be abused so much.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. You have to heavily regulated.
If it's only for STHD, it's not like it's not like it would be a problem to identify the abuser and then deal with
Exactly.
it from there.
Yeah.
It would also be a sniper form, so it would be one bullet. So the second it starts getting abused, it would be pretty obvious, and they wouldn't be able to shoot it over and over and over again because it's a sniper rifle. But it would probably have a charge up and charge down as well. But as for that, maybe in future it's just getting the ragdoll to work with it really, and so that it stuns correctly. Is it just a gun script, or is actually lag/ping making hit detection on the gun, on the weapons funky? Yes, it's the lag and the ping. It's not the gun script that's really at fault with that. It's Roblox is meant to be upgrading the hardware soon though. From what I saw at RDC, they said they were going to upgrade their server hardware in the future, which hopefully will fix the amount of problems in relation to 100-player servers. Because at the moment, anything above 50 is kind of unstable on Roblox, which is why you see most normal games staying below that. Which is boring though, you know, because we like having massive servers with loads of people, big community. But yeah, in the future, hopefully they get new hardware, but it is in relation to the lag and the ping. Like I said, you can only do so much on your end with a script before like you've done that many optimizations. Like the border will run fine on 50 players, it's just once it starts getting above that, even Roblox has said themselves above 50 players is a bit of an iffy place. And if you go above 100 or 200, just good luck because your server's just going to crash on a base plate without any scripts. But yeah, they are optimizing things, so hopefully in the future it'll be more stable. Maybe we'll even be able to go beyond 100 players, but at the moment it's sticking to 85. It has been stated that ARD will get voice commands. May I ask what voice commands they will get? It'll just be in relation to stop or stuff like that. You know, like I don't exactly know what voices they would get. It's just me. For the hazmat, it would be stuff like stop or get against the wall. For stuff with related to normal testing, it would probably be the same. Get against the wall, enter the containment chamber, hold your arm out or something like that for when they do experimentation with the needles. Make the firing range room useful. I mean, you shoot targets, what more do you want? I mean...
You get to test the recoil.
I mean, that's all you can do, really. I mean, unless they made a massive firing range which was fully scripted, but that would be more tolerance on the server, which would be pointless.
Really, it's just for aesthetic.
Yeah. It's
So-
just a room you can go in and shoot stuff if you want, test your gun. But yeah, it's not really used in trainings. Will divisional rooms ever be added? They were discussed quite a while ago actually, but never came to fruition. In terms of that, it's like, is it really necessary to have the divisional rooms? Because we already have the conference things. It would just be like bunker rooms as well, but maybe. Will the Do-1S get nerfed, or will SDHD get more armor because Do-3C can you mean Do-1S, not Do-3C, can one-shot an SDHD, and when many raiders use it, it's annoying and really hard. The thing costs 4,029 Robux. I should hope that it's pretty good. It's a one-shot sniper rifle with about a 5-second cooldown. It's very easy to dodge, especially when the server's lagging. It's really not that much of an issue unless you're just standing still, and then you'll get shot by anything. I mean, even the normal sniper does that. Can we use the VTOL more? Might make the I'm not saying that, I'm saying demographic revolt shoe. The VTOL is extremely overpowered. It's only used in circumstances where we're literally outnumbered, because all it does is just massacre people, and the raiders really can't do anything about it, so it's quite unfair. But it won't just be used all the time, because that would just be spoil sport. Any ideas for a new medal? There's quite a few. Go to the points channel and do semicolon medals, and it'll show you a list of all the medals. What do medals do? It's just something you can show off that you have, really. It goes, if you do points, it'll show you medal in the XP bar. It's pretty cool.
A lot of the medals that you see now are new.
Yeah.
A bunch of new ones were added.
They were added like, what was it, 3 weeks
2 months ago?
Mm-hmm.
3 months ago? Something weird like that.
A lot of people don't know they exist though, so now you guys know. Go to the points channel and just do semicolon medals, and it'll show you every single medal. You can do it regular as well if you want to see any updates to them. Why are experienced operatives being asked about co-hosting a training? I was asked once by an officer and told them I'm not in AOA.
Because
EOs?
that officer was a retard.
Yeah, it's FA plus at least. Don't know why an EO was getting asked that. No, I don't think anyone would be that retarded. I don't think that's actually possible.
No, I remember Armando jokingly asking me when he was an EO if he could co-host a training, but he said that as a joke, so I don't know.
Yeah, but he's saying that someone asked him as an officer, like, to come and co-host with his training, which would be no. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's kind of thingy. I'm pretty sure it was just someone impersonating officers. There's no way someone's that retarded.
Yeah, it was probably the stupid thing going on.
Mm-hmm. What made you start Aegis? That's really not a developer question, and it's been asked so many times still.
Just money.
Everyone just reacts with money. Okay. For a start, yeah, Aegis was literally like this thing on Mad City, yeah, and it made no money. It just cost me money. Lots and lots of money. I literally had to pay for things to get added in. It made no money. The only time it started making money was when it was launched again in December of 2018. But the goal for it was never to make money. Now that it does, that's great and all, but like in the beginning it never made money, guys. It all it did was take money. But yes, it does make money now, you are right. And that is definitely 100% the reason it's still going. Otherwise it would have died. Money. Asking this due to a previous occurrence. Would a script jailing TKS at a set amount of team kills be something that would help in a situation where there is no SCA available? It could also follow up with an auto warn that is visible to officers. An auto jailing script, probably not, because it would go off all the time in trainings and would have to have like stuff to disable it and everything. It'd be overcomplicating things for no reason. So no, probably not. ARD has been considering using hazmats for some tests regarding some more dangerous items, radiation/shadow realm. Instead of just having them for outbreaks, could ARD get a combatics giver in one of their labs so that we don't have to run around the facility with hazmats on, making people think there might be an outbreak? I was told about this earlier actually, but you never said why it was for. Now that makes more sense. Maybe might add like a little armory room where you can switch out between the scientist outfit and the hazmat outfit if it's being used for tests and stuff. But yeah, these questions actually weren't that bad up until that last question. What made you start Aegis? But other than that, it seemed pretty calm. Most of the questions weren't just repeats. It was actually suggesting stuff. So thank you. Thank you for attending our 49th conference. If you have any divisional...
Of course, he just did.
Gotta get in there before the server
That's
crashes.
true, actually.
Yeah.
If you have any divisional conferences, go and attend those. If you don't, then just switch back to on-duty comms. No one said to run up to the fucking stage yet. I don't know what
you're all being
doing.
demoted.
Yeah, you're all
being
exiled.
demoted. Yeah, you're all exiled. Goodbye. Get out of here.
Thank you for
Go
attending.
back to the border.
Conference next week. Go back to on-duty comms or just go offline if you're inactive. But guess what? Get to the border now. Otherwise, you're a traitor. Thank you for attending. You can do as you normally do.
Good night.